my god, he's got him in the cross-faced chicken lock, cross-faced chicken wing. Everyone, oh my god, he just can't not get out. This is a really awesome submission. You can use it for a finisher or whatnot. Oh my god, folks. Wait a minute. Side slam. Wait a minute, what's going on here? He's locking the arm. It's an arm bar. Oh my god. The arm bar. And wait a minute. The royal flush. And he's going up. Oh, the electric chair. These guys are putting it up. Oh, the power bomb. There's an elbow drop. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Well, I must say, there's been so much action today, and that is how wrestling got to be known. For the action. Okay, there's some drama. There's like a little soap opera, whatnot, but there's just pound for pound action, you know? Like there's kicking, there's punching, there's chopping, a knife edge chop. Oh, they hurt. That's when the opponent gets his arm and he chops the other guy across the chest. Like this. He just chops him. Ric Flair does the best knife edge chops. Now, I've got the second ever guest, the ScareView. Now, he's a wrestling fan, and he's also a fan of the show and page. So, I'd like you to welcome Andrew Clavero. Wait. The Chilean Warrior is back.
You want to be back?
Well, no, I'm actually a little afraid for my life when you're here.
Then don't you dare give me a phone call, okay? While I'm at home with pretty ladies, trying to have a good time. What you call me.
I haven't been calling, I've been...
How you doing? How you doing, man? It's good to be on the show, man. It's Andrew Clavero here. I know, right?
I was gonna say, the twin. Because, seriously, hey! Now you're here to tell me and the people that the Chilean Warrior is gonna be your respective wrestling persona.
Yeah, that's actually right. That's actually a character I thought I came up with, you know. So, but it's actually a bit of some sort of concept how I thought of the Chilean Warrior. You see, like, what I want to do. All right, I'll admit, I want to be a wrestler, right? And what I want to do, I want to wrestle here in Australia. And I came up with an idea saying that, you know, Australian wrestling, they need like some sort of, like a scary type. But anyway, but we're talking about me here. Some sort of guy that will get in the ring, who won't talk not much, but when he talks, he'll sound intimidating. But a Latino guy. And straight away, I was watching the Rocky IV movie, Ivan Drago, and that's one of my favourite Rocky movies, by the way. So, and I look at Drago and I'm like, he reminds me of the Chilean Warrior character. So that's one idea I came up with. And at the end of the day, you know, I studied tapes through like wrestlers and all that, and I'm like, that's it, perfect. I just found my character that I want to be when I'm in wrestling.
So, how long have you been a fan of wrestling?
Oh, since when I was a little Chilean Warrior. 5 years, since I was 5 years old. So we're talking about all the way back in 1997, really. So.
Oh, great year.
Great year.
That's when WCW was sort of at its peak.
Yeah, that's when WCW was kicking the WWF's ass. And I tell you,
Monday Night Wars.
That's right. That's right. And there you go. That was a bit of something history right there. How I got into wrestling. Since you mentioned Monday Night Nitro. Well, you know, I always watch Nitro. Well, here in Australia and on Foxtel, they show it on a Friday night. And one of my brothers, he would watch WCW Nitro. And one day I just sat down next to him, joined him, and next thing you know, that's it. I was like, that's it. That's a sport I want to get into. And from there, I just love the sport. So.
And you've been doing Hapkido,
yeah, that's
which
right.
is really good because, well, wrestling training is all...
Oh, you've seen photos that I post up on my Facebook.
Yeah. Like, wrestling training, it's all the same basis, you know. You learn how to fall properly and forward rolls and all that. So,
yeah,
So you pretty much have been doing wrestling training, but when you step into that ring, it's going to be a whole different experience. You'll probably be like, what am I doing? Or are you ready? Are you psychologically advanced, up, prepared, ready to take that?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I would like to start the journey as soon as possible. You know, and this is like something I really want bad. You know, so it's like. And
so the one lifelong dream out of every other dream you could have, wrestling has been the dream.
Yeah, that's it. It's been the dream. That's it. That's all I want to do. I just want to go in there and just wrestle, you know, and have fun. You know, I hear stories from like wrestlers I met, and tell you the truth, at the end of the day, the journey pays off, and it's actually one fun journey. So, and I know you're going to go through hell with training, but if people know me really well, I like to go through hell. Bit of a nutcase myself, but anyway. But at the end of the day, you know, it's like, look, I'm just pumped for it, so
Pump. So pump a lot of iron.
Well, yeah.
These. You can break rocks on those.
Hell yeah.
Looks like we got the new Hulk Hogan here.
Yeah, I'll take a page out of Hogan there. Mr. Hogan. So yeah, you know, pretty much I'm ready to go, so just when the time starts, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm all set, especially mentally set, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, all what they do in there, it was life on the line, career on the line.
Oh, yeah.
You train for so long, and you either get a couple matches here, if you don't get popular, it's like,
and yeah, just a little fact here, you know, like my dad, my old man, you know, he used to be a wrestler in Chile, so, and people saying, well, you're following your dad's footsteps. I'm like, yeah, that's it. So I'm continuing the legacy in a way. So,
and what a great legacy it'll be.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So passing down the torch.
Yeah, pretty much so. And I'll admit, the day that my dad will see me wrestle one day, if I see him in the front row, just watching me wrestle, tell you the truth, I might get a bit emotional. So, anyway.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it'll be lots of emotion.
Oh, yeah.
Goes in the ring, out the ring, around.
Yeah.
Well, all the best.
Yeah.
For your journey, like,
yeah, thank you.
That is amazing. That is amazing. There's been some successful Aussie wrestlers like Emma. She is now in WWE. She trained for a while, and there's local wrestling promotions, PCW, and some of their wrestlers are training. So,
and speaking of Emma, you remember the photo that I got with her? It's on my Facebook page. Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah, you met the wrestlers. That's a great thing.
Yeah,
getting to meet your icons here, the people who drive you to be there.
You mentioned icons and legends. You know, I just want to announce here, since you mentioned the topic about legends and icons. I have two favourites. You know, I wouldn't say which one's better, because to me, I see them both at the same level, so it's hard for me to choose which one's better than each other. But I do have two favourite wrestlers, reasons why I want to get into the business. One of them is one of my favourite WCW wrestlers, former WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Sting. We got his action figure right there.
Right here.
Yep. And I wish you had this other guy's action figure here, but I did cosplay as him. You remember that?
Well, I saw photos.
Yeah. Well, he's a multiple-time WWE World Champion. He had an awesome, long WrestleMania streak. He's the legendary The Undertaker. Actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to do this.
And we'll say WrestleMania 30 sucks.
I agree.
Worst.
I agree. Believe it or not, I was in tears when...
But Triple H looked cool. That was awesome. Mortal Kombat reference there. Yeah.
That's true. Believe it or not, since we were mentioning WrestleMania 30, as an Undertaker fan, I was emotionally upset.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar never should have won that. No. Give the new guy a chance, man. See, that's one thing marks wrestling's downfall today. They give wrestlers who've been there before, they give them such an opportunity. I mean, the Undertaker's streak is so important to wrestling. Why didn't a young newcomer get it?
Or do
that could be
the
Andrew's chance, you know.
Yeah, I would like to have a match with the hero, the Undertaker, you know. But in a way, it'll be emotional. Like if he tells me, "All right, you're the man who's going to beat me," I'm going to be like, "Oh." But at the same time, I would like to just go up to the Undertaker and shake his hand and say, "Thank you very much for everything you've done." and I'd like to say to him as well. And tell you the truth, I really want to meet the Undertaker.
Who doesn't?
When I meet him, I would like to shake his hand. Hell, I will get on my knees and respect him. This is how much respect I got for this guy. You know, I just want to say to him, you're one of the main reasons why I like wrestling. I grew up watching you, and it's an honor to meet you, sir. You can tell I've got a lot of respect for him.
Oh, he's a respect. And I respect someone with extra respect. Especially for the people they grew up watching. It's like, yeah, I want to fight with that guy. I want to be where there's steps. You know, that's great.
Yeah.
You know, my idols too. The Angry Video Game Nerd and Nostalgia Critic. And you want to get to the top, get a proper wrestling belt.
Yeah,
they're heavy though.
I've held them myself, you know. I'd like to say, look, you mentioned about championship belts. Bit of a little story I want to share. When I was a little kid, I went to Chile for a holiday with my family. We went to visit a family friend of my dad. He was a huge wrestling star during the 70s and into the 80s. His wrestling name was La Momia. In English, it's the Mummy. Anyway, he was one of the number one heels in wrestling in Chile.
That's a bad guy heel.
That's right.
And a good guy's babyface.
And when I met him, we stopped all day, all night. We were just talking about wrestling. And then he showed me something that to me was like I had the privilege to hold a world heavyweight championship that he won over there. And when I was like a little kid in the candy store, when I hold that belt, I mean, like I had to tell my mum, get your camera, I need photos with the championship belt. You know, so
that's something very special.
But sadly, in the world of wrestling in Chile, he passed away a few years ago, and it was hard for me to see my dad get emotional, you know, and I was pretty upset too, you know. So, but I'll make him proud too in wrestling. So,
well, once again, all the best. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you very much. I hope the Chilean Warrior gimmick doesn't scare you.
Oh, well, very intimidating character, I must say. You really got thought out there. You know, I mean, establishing characters and figuring out that takes time. And in wrestling, sometimes you can present your own character, and if the boss likes it, they go, yeah, all right, we'll try it. But other times they have an idea for you. You know, you go in there, all right, you're big, you're tall, you can be, I don't know, the Rock Smasher. It's like Rock Smasher. And if that gets popular, it's like, hey, cool name. But if it doesn't get popular,
oh yeah.
But the Chilean Warrior, that's, well, it's sort of you're honoring the warrior.
Well, in a way, yeah, could be.
Because he was great. He was known.
Yeah.
The warrior, and he was crazy and all that, but, well, that's another special thing. You know, if that's how you went forward with the idea of the character, either honor him or just coincidental.
Well, mainly the name was a bit of a coincidental thing, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, I was like, I just want to be like this mean South American guy that's just going to destroy for everyone, you know, so.
Lean, mean, and a full-blooded fighting machine.
There you go, that's right. Cool.
Right, well, to the day you become the next world champion.
Believe it or not, if I win my first ever singles championship, even if it's just a middleweight championship, believe it or not, there'll be a tears down the line. Believe it or not. So
yeah, we'll be crying for you too.
So that's how you know the wrestling spirit's in me. So.
All right, well, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, cool.
Really good, and yeah.
Well, before we go, I just want to do a Chilean Warrior promo, but you can join me in this one. Yeah. Yo soy the Chileno Warrior. I'm going to be #1. I'm going to destroy everyone that gets in my way. You understand that? I will be world champion one day. You got it? Good. He's my manager for now.
Yeah.
Nah, sorry, mate.
Train hard and kick ass.
Yeah, sorry, mate, but the Chilean Warrior runs on his own.
A lone wolf.
That's it. That's right. Cool. Alright, thank you very much, man.
No worries. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Wow. I tell you, if you put all that into a book, you got #1 seller. But you heard it from Andrew himself. He's got his character fully developed. You saw that. That's me machine. He wants to do it. He's going to go there. He's going so high. He's got a lot of fire to burn. And a whole lot of people to powerbomb, suplex, slamming. He's going to win the gold. So, yeah, check back. Because we're going to go for another break. And yeah, scare you soon.